Hey, welcome to our weekly update. We're going to probably do this for the last couple Sundays or Sundays throughout December, going into our events for 2025. Give you maybe a Sunday update, kind of condense everything in. It's been a great week of ministry. Had some setbacks with some kids. That's the culture we're in. And dealing with it. But I want to clarify some things about our Full Circle Refuge Christmas fellowships. We have in 6 facilities this year during the month of December. And I want to give you the best information so you have the best opportunity to serve alongside us and speak life to a young mind. One thing I was thinking about today, and I shared this at our church, it's written by, and I'm going to try to say his name right, and this is Devin. If you know me for a minute, you know this is going to come out like it is. Mulholland is a theologian, and it's profound what his quote here is. It states it, I'm going to read it twice so it just resonates with you. We become either agents of God's healing and liberating grace or carriers of the sickness of the world. Let me read it again. Let's break it down. We become either agents of God's healing and liberation grace or carriers of the sickness of the world. I really think about that in what we do, and we've been doing it for the last 30 years, give or take. Why we keep doing this is just to reach these young minds that are in bondage and are challenged with a generational sin. And I clearly get to see the generational sin. I can start to have counseling with some of these guys and girls, and you hear the repeated process in the families. Actually, they've never known anything legal or righteous or, in a sense, good. And I'm talking about the Western Hemisphere. I'm not talking about a third world country. I'm talking about the United States. I'm talking about the South, at where we're at. And things are getting brushed under the rug. There's a lot of have-nots are just not getting the potential to be all they can be in this world. But not only that, for a changed heart. Churches are all, in a sense, not all churches are ratcheted up and everything else. And sometimes I feel, in my opinion, we forget the Great Commission and how beautiful are the feet, and what the harvest fields look like and what God has called us to do and what Jesus, be like Jesus, and what he did in the 4 Gospels as he resonated us to be Christ-like. So it's an opportunity. Here's the opportunity just to get you set up. We're coming down to the wire. Of course, here we go. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, we're going to enjoy our festivities with family, take a break from everything. That's why I want to get this video out right now again. But once Thanksgiving is over, we'll be in full operation to get this prepped. That's a lot of logistics to go in it, so it makes it easy for the facilities that we go in and for potential you as a volunteer to come in and serve during the month of December. So again, our priority list, we need a team at Augusta RYDC. That's local to Augusta, of course. We need a team for the YDC, which is the Youth Development Campus, and a potential at the Wilkes RYDC. It's about 45 minutes from Augusta, Wilkes County. And so these dates, again, just to clarify, is the 17th in perspective, 18th and 19th. We do have additional facilities that we'll be doing, but they'll be at a distance of 2 hours and a half. So if you'd like to know information about that, you can, of course, contact us via the email to figure out what that is. And again, we are looking for an army, a team to go with us to these 2 facilities that are local to Augusta. All you got to do, you got to get this in quick, is make contact via our website. There's a form that you could fill out there. There's some information there that we need for what we call a one-time visit background check. It's very simple. They're not going to look deep into things. All right. They need this so you come under the umbrella of Full Circle Refuge. But this is the key. We need it 14 business days before the event. 14 business days before the event. And if you get approved, you're good for 30 days after the event for maybe another event, that we can slide you in the door if you like to. So 14 business days is key. So if we're talking about the 17th, don't lackadaisy on there. So maybe you can get it done this week before Thanksgiving, because you know how we get cluttered when Thanksgiving comes in. We get all kinds of Christmassy colors in our minds when December hits, and let's get this done. Don't let the adversary distract you from this, because this is a powerful thing. Remember, I talked about a win-win. It is a win-win. And we do need your assistance. We need bodies. We need legs and feet. You need hands and feet, as we've already stated, to come alongside us to serve. And we will have everything ready for you: how to dress, how to do this, what to say, where we're going to be at, how much time it's going to take, what will be your role. Remember, I'm an old soldier. We're going to set the mission straight. We're going to have all your duties in order. Again, you can do that. Of course, we need on the 7th of December. Put it on your calendar. 7th of December. It's a Sunday afternoon at 12:30 to 1:30. You can do a walk-in maybe at our church, 1116 Church, which is on 1116 Ferry Road, Evans, Georgia. Pretty simple. Okay. If you'd like to be part of that, of course, you can email us again. Make sure that nothing's changed. We need folks to use their hands to write notes, simple notes, verses, devotions. It don't matter. The key is not my hands and sons of 200 plus cards this year. We need folks just to have different penmanship, because mine is terrible. Okay. And God leading you what to put on that card. Because these cards are going to a sandwich bag, a Ziploc sandwich bag. It'll have 10 pieces of candy in there, and that card will slide in there. It's the most powerful gift that we will give. We're going to give them food. We're going to give them personal hygiene items that will go to the facility. But the key to this, it's very powerful. It lasts for years and years to come, is that encouragement card. The candies are good because we're talking about kids, okay? Kids that are not going to be home for Christmas. So that card will speak volumes. It could change somebody's life. You don't know where this generational, covered the blood of Christ covered will go if you just write a simple note. That time again is at 1116 Church, 12:30 p.m. That's right after church. Give or take. I know that some places they have parades, but you can come in and write maybe 5 or 10 cards. Be on your way. Enjoy the festivities. Enjoy the 15th. The last thing is for this really short video is continue for prayer, logistics, because we're going into a battleground that the adversary doesn't want us to go and speak life to them, encourage these kids, give them hope. Even this week, one child was telling me the only thing that's hope to me right now, Pastor Devin, is you coming in to visit me. I said, wow, man, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. God is that. We're trying to get him over that hump so he can be dependent on God. But there's a lot of miry pit to bring somebody out like that. So God has given us the opportunity to come alongside somebody, to be Christ to them, be Christ-like, shed the light on them. And that's what we're talking about. So I appreciate it. We're getting ready to cook something out on the pit. It's a beautiful fall, warm day at the Refuge. Thank you again for watching. Please share. If you got questions, a lot of things will be in the show notes. Appreciate again the support and the subscribing. God bless. Take care.